Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a recent purchase that I made from Olga Perfumes, which is 24/7 all day players luxury perfume. I'm not saying it, they are saying it, okay? Luxury perfume, which is a 100 milliliter bottle, selling for around 500 to 600 rupees for a 100 milliliter, okay? I was not going to make a review about this perfume, to be honest, but after seeing a few reviews from fellow YouTubers in this fragrance niche, I had to make this video because this perfume is touted as one of the best, cheapest clone of Azzaro Most Wanted Intense out there. And what I basically did was I put it up head to head with this. This is a decant of Azzaro Most Wanted EDP, Intense EDP. I have also got a parfum and I tested it side by side with both. Okay, I macerated it, I tested it, I did everything possible in my power, and then I am coming up with this video because I have something to say about this entire narrative. Okay, but before I go ahead and talk about Olga Perfumes like 24/7 all day place, I do need to highlight what Azzaro Most Wanted smells like, because without knowing what the OG smells like, it would be hard for you to even recognize what the clone claims to be. Okay, so Azzaro Most Wanted Intense would, if I have to explain it as a complete layman, like a very basic way of explaining this would be, this smells like Alpenlibe candy with a hint of spices. The reason I'm telling you is because at the opening, this has got the top notes of cardamom. At the mid, it has got the notes of toffee and caramel. And at the base, it has got amber. So basically, this is a sweet, ambery, spicy perfume. And this is very warm and cozy, okay? In my opinion, this is perfect for the winter occasions, specifically evening, I would suggest. And although I don't like sweet perfumes, somehow this really worked for me, and I've got multiple compliments using this. Okay, so I highly recommend, if anybody is looking for a good winter perfume and has the budget of going forward and buying one, you can get the full bottle. So this as a perfume, I highly recommend it because this sells for around, as of now, today, 25th of November 2024, in Nykaa, this is selling for around 7,500 for a 100 milliliter. The reason I'm giving so much detail is because in the next few days, somebody will come up and say, you got the pricing wrong. Bro, I checked it according to today's pricing and this is what it sells for. So if anybody is out there getting a better price than this or more expensive than this, I'm sorry, this is how it is. I got this 10 milliliter only for around 1,000 rupees. The 5 ml is available for around 500 rupees across the different websites. I got mine from Sentira, but there is Perfume Decants India out there. There is R Fragrances out there. Whatever suits you, get one decant from the store and test it out. I think you will not be disappointed. And I'm going too much with this perfume now, so let me get back to the 24/7 all day players, okay? The moment you spray the perfume, okay, you're greeted with this chemical mess, I would say. At this price point, I can't really fathom how a company can, use natural ingredients. But that is the reason I'm saying chemical, because it's using chemical aromas, if I'm not wrong. And it's a mess, to be honest, okay? And I do need to tell you about the notes because they are quite interesting, and I need to pull it up from the website, okay? Now, let me pull up the notes for you because it's too many. And I need to tell you something regarding the notes in particular. Okay, so this is what they are saying. Okay, I am not saying. Olga Perfume says they have got notes of vanilla, bourbon, burnt sugar, milky notes, caramel, vetiver and balsamic notes in it. In my opinion, I can smell vanilla, I can smell bourbon, I can smell burnt sugar to a little bit as well. I don't smell milky notes. I do get the notes of caramel. I do get the notes of vetiver. Balsamic notes, I can get a hint of it. But I did say I got the hint of all of them. Does that mean that this is a good perfume in terms of the smell? My answer is, in my personal opinion, I didn't like the smell at all. The entire blend felt very weird, chemical, not at all pleasant to my nose. But again, this is a 500 rupee perfume and I want to rate it as a 500 rupee perfume only, not something which is like a designer fragrance. So for 500 rupees for a 100 milliliter, this is not a bad option for someone out there. But for me, this is not. I would rather go for a very linear perfume which smells good rather than this, because this looks like a complete mess for me, okay, in terms of the smell structure. Now, I know a reviewer or enthusiast, I don't know what to call him, said that the dry down of this is exactly like this. Okay, the dry down of this exactly smells like Azzaro Most Wanted. No, it's not. The dry down doesn't smell like this. This is way above. This is way above in blend, smell, projection, longevity. I will come to the longevity of this one very soon, but just hear me out. The dry down is nowhere near to this. Okay. The reason I'm telling you this is because you watch my channel and you watch other perfume reviewers' channel as well. When a perfume enthusiast or a reviewer or a YouTuber, comes and says with a lot of conviction that the dry down of this and this is exactly same. For a consumer like you who's watching this review will think that, okay, even if I'm not getting the opening and I'm just getting the dry down for a perfume which is 1/15th of this, because this is around 7,500, this is 500. Even if I just get the dry downs right, I'm good to go. I'm sorry, but you will be disappointed when you buy the perfume and you smell the dry down. Because if you have not smelled Azzaro Most Wanted, then there is no point, you don't have a benchmark to compare with. But if you already have smelled this, you can't really compare the dry down with this one. And I'm surprised by how misleading or pushy that entire narrative was. And that was one of the reasons I went ahead and I made a review about this perfume, because this was lying in my shelf for almost a month and I haven't used it even much, because I seriously don't know how to use this perfume now. Okay. I mean, because it doesn't suit me. But again, the company is not claiming this to be a clone of Azzaro Most Wanted. The company is not saying that the dry down is like this. So I'm not, saying anything bad about the company. The company is selling perfumes at a price point that they think is a good price range for the Indian market. And there will be a consumer who's going to be happy with this perfume. I am not. That really doesn't mean that nobody else will be. But my concern is not even with the perfume, because as a 500 rupees perfume for 100 milliliter, it's not bad. There will be people who will enjoy this, but not me. Certainly not me. But I am concerned most about the person who's going to buy this thinking that this is an alternative to Azzaro Most Wanted Intense. That is where my problem lies. Okay. And something like, even like this is basically an Al Haramain India. Look at it in Hyderabad. I got a decan from this, which I blind tested with my wife. Okay. Even this one, although doesn't really come close to the Most Wanted, like the smell structure completely, even this one is a better alternative than this one if you're going in that route. I am referring to this as a better perfume because this is actually a better blend than this one. This smells more pleasant. So if you're actually going for something which smells like Most Wanted, but really not there, but at least still smells good, try this one. You'll still be way ahead in terms of the blend and smell quality than this. Now coming to the longevity of the perfume, okay. The perfume, before I say the longevity, let me pull a few more things from what the company claims, okay. This is a long-lasting luxury perfume. Luxury perfume, I don't have a benchmark to test it out, so I can't really say anything about it. Long-lasting, my answer is how long? For me, the long-lastingness was around 2 to 3 hours. With a moderate projection for 45 minutes, and for 2 to 3 hours it was there. I could smell it, okay. Not something that, I mean, I had to come close to smell it, but at least I could smell it. For the next 2 hours, like till the 5-hour mark, it still felt like it was there, but at the 6th or the 7th hour this was gone. And that is expected from a 500 rupees perfume for 100 milliliter. The reason I'm mentioning this like multiple times is because I wanted to judge this perfume based on the pricing and not what some YouTuber claimed it to be. Okay. Now they have mentioned that they have bought premium ingredients imported from France. I'm not aware of it if they have purchased it. Premium ingredients, I can't say. Premium smell, I can say this is premium, this is not. In my nose, this is not. Okay. Now they say 25% perfume oil concentration, could be, but I don't think the lasting justifies the 25% perfume oil concentration to begin with. Also, there is no sillage that I get with this perfume. There is no scent trail with this perfume, okay? Just a basic projection, moderate projection, and after 5 to 6 hours, you need to top it up, okay? And that is quite expected from a perfume coming in this price range, and I'm not complaining about it to begin with, okay? The bottle is decent, the atomizer is good, just that I don't think the smell is anywhere near to Most Wanted Intense Parfum. EDP doesn't really matter. If you're looking for a true alternative, I would say you explore something else. This is not the one. So to wrap things up in today's video, my review for the 24/7 all-day players in short would be, this is not a bad perfume for the price it comes at. It does have the notes that I mentioned in the website, although the entire blend seems very weird and off-putting to my nose. Test it out and see if you like it. I don't. Longevity and projection is not that great, 4 to 5 hours, and then you need to top it up. The pricing for this perfume is pretty justified. I don't have a problem with that. The only concern I would have is when people will start comparing this with Most Wanted Intense EDP or Parfum. That is where the problem lies. And trust me, I request you to go ahead and test it out with a decant. You're gonna be surprised by how different the blend and the smell qualities. You don't have to take my word. You can use your own judgment regarding this. So that was kind of the review for today. In case you have enjoyed this kind of review, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for similar contents like this. Also, if you want me to review some other perfume that is there in your mind and you haven't seen any reality check about that perfume, do let me know in the comments and I will try and get them done as soon as possible. So this is Deep signing off. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye-bye.